Hi, it's me again. It's May, and welcome to my devotion sharing again today. And I woke up this morning and I checked my Bible app. I hope you have the Bible app because it's very useful. And my verse for the day was in Psalms 126, verse 5. And it says, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." And and then and I was thinking about it, and I was praying to God to give me the illumination, because we always have to pray to the Lord for the wisdom, because we can interpret it differently. And so on a general illustration, when we say those who sow with tears, di ba? Ano ba yung things that people sow in tears na talagang pag ginagawa nila yon is sobra talagang hirap na hirap sila, or napapaiyak sila sa iyak, and siguro ibig sabihin sobrang hirap talaga yung whatever it is that they do. And so iniisip natin, this could be any kind of enterprise that has been started under much difficult circumstances, and it even requires much more laborious effort to sustain it and to complete it. So much so na talagang nakakaiyak siya. Parang naiyak kasi tayo pag sobrang difficult, no? Sobrang hard, no? Yung isang bagay na gagawin natin in life. Ano yung mga bagay na yon? For example, yun yung farmer, di ba? Pag nagtutoil sila nung land nila, mahirap yon. They will sow, they are at the mercy of the weather. They'll always hoping na maganda yung season, na hindi magkaroon ng bagyo, ng calamity, ng mga pestilence, di ba? So they labor hard, no, to till the soil, to take care of the harvest, to ensure, and they will have a bountiful harvest, di ba? And then also yung mga estudyante, di ba? Students, you have to really study hard to pass your exam, and sometimes madami yung pag-aaralan mo. Andun yung sinasabi, magsusunog ka ng kilay, no? Burn the eyebrow in English, kumbaga, para maipasa mo yung mga examinations mo, di ba? There's always this fear and anxiety in students to beat the deadlines, and also pag nagkaroon ng recitations in class, and then sometimes mga mga resources and materials they needed to buy, di ba? Like in college, dati nasa UST ako, College of Fine Arts, and talagang I always get anxious kasi especially one of those anxiety na meron ako, if I have to buy yung mga materials ko, kasi pag nasa fine arts, sobrang mamahal yung mga materials, and sometimes my parents would not have the money to give me to pay for it. So yun, mga anxiety yun. And then yung mga pastors, they labor. Naku, napakahirap ng buhay ng isang pastor, because shepherd niya yung mga sheep, yung mga members ng church. So mahirap yan, no? There will be heartaches for him. There will be yung kanyang trabaho is 24 hours, because anytime any one of the congregation members can call him for some urgent or dire emergency na they needed to talk to him for advice or for wisdom, kasi people look up to him. And but he does have a lot of sorrow as well, di ba? And may problema din siya ng sarili, so talagang mahirap for him. And also yung mga efforts ng mga yung mga volunteer na mga Sunday school teachers, di ba? Yung heart talaga nila for the children. Can you imagine, imbes na magpapahinga na sila after, let's say, pag mga weekends nila, di ba? They'd be in the church the whole day. Inaalagaan nila yung mga bata also kapag yung mga parents noon nag-attend sa mga worship services, no? Yung efforts nila, these are voluntary. Nobody pays them, but it is something they do na mahirap din yung mag-alaga ng mga bata, lalo ng mga bata ng iba-ibang mga parents, di ba? Habang you wanted to provide comfort for the parents while they're in the service, ikaw naman, tuturuan mo yung mga bata. Syempre, hindi naman lahat masunurin, makukulit yung mga iba, di ba? Yun. And then, syempre, makita rin natin yung mga yung labors na ginagawa, yung zeal and passion na ginagawa ng mga missionaries na pumupunta sila sa mga outskirts, dun sa mga minsan almost what you call them to the ends of the world, di ba? Yung sobrang remote yung mga lugar para lang to spread the gospel. And we all know na talagang madaming story dyan sa kanila na talagang their lives are always in danger. Minsan may mga places they go to, may mga sakit, di ba? They are in danger of being contaminated by contagious diseases, di ba? So, we have endeavors na talagang it is very hard for us the moment we started, and then even to sustain it, talagang it's very hard, no? Talagang magtatanim ka ng luha to sustain yung mga ganong endeavors na ginagawa natin sa buhay. But sabi ni God dito nga sa Psalm, is those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy, no? Dun sa Matthew, may nabasa rin tayo dun about yung sa joy and mourning, no? Dun sa Matthew, chapter 5, verse 4, sabi din sa atin dun, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Diba? And then similarly, meron ding something related dyan sa Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by a sad countenance, the heart is made better. Diba? So, blessed daw yung mga nagmumorn kasi they will be comforted and God will comfort them. Okay? Nakita natin yung what we can see that how God uses this situation in our lives. We know that God's capacity to restore life is beyond our understanding. How so, di ba? Pag nakita natin, hindi natin talaga ma-understand, no? For example, just this year early on, di ba, nagkaroon tayo ng Australian bushfire. Masyadong malaki. Ang daming kawawang mga Australians, yung mga buhay, ang properties, yung mga hayop sa forest, di ba? Ang daming napinsala, you know? But yung itong mga forest, they get burned, but in due time, they will grow back, no? They have the capacity to grow back. And then, so merong restoration na nangyayari. Even yung nasunog na kalooban ng mga tao as a cause of that calamity, God restores them. No? They get healed from it, yung mentally and psychologically, yung trauma of such calamity. God restores them eventually. So, ganun. Even yung mga bones that get broken, they heal, di ba? So, nagkakaroon ng restoration, di ba? So kung meron tayong grief right now, know one thing, that yung grief natin, it is not permanent, di ba? Grief can come from many causes, many reasons kung bakit tayo nag-grief. And grief can come from they can be in different intensity, from small to almost traumatic yung grief natin. Depende kung how really it is, how deep it is yung affect ng a certain situation or calamity sa atin. So, we have to know one thing, that life is a cycle. And then yung grief natin, it is not permanent. We go through it. Pag may gabi, may umaga, di ba? And then, yung mga tears natin, no? Whatever tears we plant today, it will grow into seeds of harvest and joys later on. Di ba? So, ito yung mga dapat natin tandaan. And then, after yung grief, there will be joy that God will give to us. No, especially doon sa mga tao na yung when they cry out to the Lord, yung kung ano yung masakit sa kalooban nila, di ba? Kasi yung mga parents, no, yung mga Christian parents, they are very patient sa kanilang mga anak. They endure, they labor. They know na, alam mo sa Bible, sinasabi nila na, cannot remember if it's Proverbs or Psalms na, train up a child in the way that they will go, and when they depart from it, when they grow old, no, they will not depart from it. So, yung mga parents, they try their best as God's shepherd in the family, sa mga children nila, to impart yung mga biblical wisdom sa mga anak nila. But not all of the mga anak, diba? Hindi naman nila makakontrol yan. Not all anak will follow yung advice at yung mga biblical teachings ng parents nila. So, dun sa mga ganong klaseng anak, it brings sorrow sa parents. Lalo na kapag hindi naman nagkukulang ng payo at paalala yung parents, but then yung anak decides and chooses to disobey. And when they find themselves in trouble, they come running to the parents. So, masakit yan sa mga parents. These are tears that we as children, at some point in time, we had brought to our parents. No? So yun yung mga tears ng mga parents. But yung mga parents, pag nakikita naman nila na sinusunod sila ng mga anak nila, no, however yung mga discipline that the children endure in terms of their studies and in terms of their life, in terms of how they love other people, how they treat their fellows, no, yan, pag bata pa yan, pag lumalaki, pag bubusarado yan, at yung bata is wise enough to really follow and obey. Yan nga, diba sabi sa Bible, obey your parents, no? Ito yung pinakaunang commandment with regards to other people, no? Obey your parents that it may go well with you in the land. So si God in-honor niya yung mga children that honor their parents by obeying them, di ba? So, ganun yun. So, sa mga parents talagang, dun sa mga children na obedient sa kanila, yung lahat ng mga paghihirap nila, in the past, yung mga iniiyak nila, niluluhod nila kay God, sa situations sa mga anak nila, in due time, God repays them. Si God gives them the joy. And later on, dun sa mga sorrow nila, na yung joy na yon, it far outweighs yung lahat ng mga joys and sorrows na naramdaman nila in the past. So, ganun din sa buhay natin, no? What will sustain us is yung faith natin and yung dependence natin kay God when we come to a stage na dumadaan tayo sa sorrows natin in life, because we know that God promises to us that after that, kumapit ka lang sa akin for whatever it is, ano, your mourning, I will bless that. You just tumingin ka lang sa akin, trust in me, have faith in me, and I will take care of you. And the following morning after, your sorrow will turn into joy. Ayun, so yun po. Sana po lahat tayo ay na-bless dito sa passage na ito na sabi ni God sa atin, those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. So, tandaan natin yon na kung ano yung pinagdadaanan natin today, call on to the Lord. And then He is more than happy to help us in our lives. So there you have it, and thank you again for this morning, and you have a blessed day.